Celebrating all things cool in Jacksonville, a local show with a spotlight on the 904. With hosts Eden Kendall and Mark Payton, featuring amazing stories from every neighborhood with Rance Adams. This is River City Live.
Well, those look delicious, don't they? Happy Strawberry Day. We're going to be celebrating that. I'm excited.
Diet starts tomorrow.
Well, one of our favorite guests, pastry chef Rebecca, is with us here from Matthews, and we are just so excited about that. So, okay, is anyone else exhausted like I am?
Yes. It was a long night, but well worth it.
Yes, definitely. I stayed up to watch the Oscars. How about you?
I did not. You know all the highlights are going to be on as soon as you get up, so that's what I did. I have the Cliff Notes version of it, so. But you put in some time on the Oscars.
Well, yeah, but for a reason. My son was in town from college, and he sauntered into the room at about 11:30, and I was about to call it a night, but it's very rare to get some sit-down time with him. So I thought, well, if he's going to squeeze me in, I'm just going to go ahead and sit tight. And I'm glad I did, because as you're going to find out in just a minute if you missed it, there was some activity. But let's talk about some of the moments of the Oscars that led up to the final blow at the end. Jimmy Kimmel as the host.
Yeah, so
Awesome.
I mean, overall, I thought he did an amazing job. And there was a couple things I was looking out for. One, was he going to get overly political? And he did not. He had, to me, the perfect amount of tone. Also, when you were talking about diversity, remember that was a big thing the last couple of years. He made fun of it, but he didn't go overboard. His pace, again, his tone, his approach to making fun of actors and actresses, it wasn't too much. I thought he did an amazing job. He added to the show. He didn't overshadow the show. I mean, I liked it. I thought he was brilliant.
He was awesome. I was really, I know we're talking about Jimmy, but I like the opening with JT, Justin Timberlake. It just
It was
set
great
the
to get
mood and had
started,
everybody
Everyone was dancing.
Yeah, so, but Jimmy Kimmel, nails.
Yeah, and then he did the thing where he brought in the tour bus, and it was a tour bus full of people that had no idea that they were about to walk in on the Oscars. They were just hoping they might see celebrities. They literally let them out, they walk in, and then Denzel actually married some of them. Like, he actually did a little ceremony for a couple
And he
of
did
them.
a lot of the things that he would do on his show, which was really nice because it was kind of in his wheelhouse of what to expect. So he did the celebrity mean tweets where they had to read.
Yeah,
that was great. He also, did you see when he went to Trump's Twitter account? Did you see
he
that?
tweeted
He was
live.
trying to the fish, to get him to get engaged with it and stuff. But I
Wasn't
thought
happening.
he did a great job overall. And it's funny because if you're not a fan of his or you didn't stay up late to watch him, I think it's going to raise a lot of attention for people to tune in or at least check out everything he puts out there in the digital format.
One thing I did notice, he's starting to look a little bit like Judd Apatow, though. Did you see when they cut to him? It was like, you put it side by side, you're like...
Did you hear the joke that when they first started hanging out, Matt Damon and him, he was the fat one? And he totally threw
that.
That
Matt
was
Damon under the
great,
bus.
too. Because that's been an ongoing thing on Jimmy Kimmel's show, the whole thing
Yes.
with Matt Damon.
Yeah.
And he brought it into the Oscars, and it was really great. And he, even if you never had watched his show before, it was so funny.
Yeah.
The big winners in the supporting actress and actor roles, one of them, Mahershala Ali from Moonlight.
Yes.
And that was very moving. And one of the stats is first ever Muslim actor to win an Oscar. And, he and his wife had a baby 4 days before.
Yeah, it's a
so it was
big
a big
week for
week.
him.
He's had a big year because he was also in Hidden Figures, which was nominated for a few Oscar categories, and, House of Cards. So it's like, get yours, man.
Yeah, big time. Viola Davis, her win for Fences, her speech was phenomenal. And I know that these are actors and actresses, and they can memorize a speech, and they
but
can deliver one.
Her
But it was
passion,
awesome.
she kind of lives her passion. Even if you were see her at Walmart or something, she's just like a passionate person,
Yeah.
full of essence, So then when it's time to actually give a speech, obviously she's going to rise to the occasion, and that was a great speech. I saw that.
And then for actor Casey Affleck, actress Emma Stone, and director Damien Chazelle for La La Land. I'm sure I didn't say that correctly, but then it got really weird.
It got real. So they had this thing at the very end, if you weren't watching, where Warren Beatty was on stage and he announced the wrong winner for the Best Picture award. So you've heard of that happen to Steve Harvey. So he announced La La Land. The actual winner was Moonlight. And I can speak from experience. I had this happen to me once before years ago. Luckily, it wasn't live, and I think the tape has been erased. But there's so much going on, and you can't handle all the action,
Sure.
and they gave him the wrong card.
They did. They gave him the wrong card.
And then, PricewaterhouseCoopers are the ones, they're the accounting firm. They're in charge of all the tallying, the voting, the envelopes, and all that stuff. So they released an apology on Twitter. We have the response here that we'll show you. And basically, they took the blame and they just apologized for everybody that affected, from Warren Beatty to Faye Dunaway, all the Oscar viewers they apologized to, and then obviously to Moonlight and La La Land as well.
Have
so
you seen
right away, they did the right thing.
Have you seen all the tweets since then?
I'm sure
It's been
there's
great.
a lot out there.
So Steve Harvey tweeted, went to bed early. What did I miss?
right.
And the Miss Universe pageant tweeted, hey, Oscars, give us a call. We know what to do
Right.
now.
That's great.
So, I mean, everybody's getting involved. You know what? If they had been able to look into the future, this is the kind of thing that could have been prevented. But there's a study out now, I'm kind of switching gears here, that say that most people, even if they were given the opportunity to look into their own future, would pass.
Yeah.
Would you want to see your future, Rance?
I mean, I do look into my horoscope a lot, but it's not too much on predicting the future. Just kind of set in my mind right. But no, I don't really want to know. I just kind of want to be in the moment. It's like, oh, this happened.
Yeah. It's funny. I would be like, yeah, I do. And then like, okay, it's going to be really accurate. I'm like, I don't. Like at the last second, I would chicken out. Because you don't want to hear bad news. That's the bottom line.
Absolutely
And it
not.
probably takes away from good news too, right?
Yeah,
Because it's a
I just
surprise.
was thinking in terms of the Oscar winners, if they would want to know they were going to win or not want to
Then
know.
they wouldn't show up. It's like,
That's
oh, I'm not
true.
winning.
a
I'm
lot
not
of
going.
empty seats.
Their speeches might be better though.
I'd save
Because they really won.
$3,500.
You knew everything was going to have a